Grandpa, and I want to talk to you a little bit about how it was when I was growing up. And the reason I want to talk to you is that when I was a boy, I never had a chance or the desire to talk to my dearly loved grandmother about how it was when she was growing up. And I really, really regret that. I think it's a fact of life that you only get interested in that kind of stuff when you're perhaps middle-aged or older. So this is an opportunity to talk to you a bit and give you a little bit of a flavour of how it was when I grew up in the town of Ilkley in Yorkshire in England, in a house that had a name called Rosedene.
We stopped at a grocery store, you know, on the way home because we needed some groceries, and I went in there and we bought several groceries, and then we bought, it was a dozen eggs. And so this one young boy was going to high school. He was a senior, and he says, "Can I open the door for you?" Because I had a dozen eggs, and I don't know what happened, but his hand slipped, and I dropped out the dozen eggs. So he felt like he had to ask me out. So he asked me if I liked basketball, and I lied. And I said, "Oh yeah." So went to a basketball game. Halfway through it, he says, "I don't know." He says, "I'm bored. How about you?" And I says, "Yeah,
I'm bored too."
I'm bored too. And he says, "Let's leave." So we left there, and he's the one that I finally, you know, got married to.
That's your husband?
Yeah.
That's how you met?
Uh-huh.
He opened the door and made you drop the eggs?
Well, I don't know. I dropped the eggs, and he thought that was an opening, you know, to ask me out.
I like to see them all happy and get along. I want them all to be friends. I want brothers and sisters to be friends. This is important to me. I want them to love each other. When they get mad at each other, it upsets me. It really does. And I don't like that. I don't like them talking about each other either. And that's what you know, that's your brother, that's your sister. Come on. You know, that's your life. Your friends come and go, and believe me, they do. You don't think they will, but they do. There's nothing more important than family. Family first.
There are going to be people in your lives who see potential in you and will help you. So always be open to advice. The other message I think I should give you is there will be opportunities. Take them. And we hope you have such a long and happy and prosperous life as we have and are enjoying. That's it.
The girls had this idea of coming and making a video, and I was a little frightened because I don't think that I'm good at telling the story. But when the girls came in, we had so much fun. We laughed. I think they moved everything in my house. All the lamps were moved to different positions, but I loved it. And after I got into the story of my family, things went along smooth, and we enjoyed ourselves. And so I saw the pictures, the video today, and I can't believe that what came out of my mouth reminded them of things that they didn't even know had happened. Brought tears to one of my daughter's eyes. It was a good experience. And I would anybody, I would suggest they do it.
I just saw the story of me that my sisters and I decided to do for my mom, and it's hard to talk about without crying, but it was so good because there were so many things that I didn't even know. I mean, my mom is 80, in her mid-80s, see, I don't even know her age, 85, and there's so many parts of her life that I didn't even know. So it was wonderful to hear them and to hear some of her little nuggets about all of us girls. And I just thought it brought back so many memories as well. And it was really nice after my mom did her interview. She was so excited, and she was talking about how much fun she had talking to Stacy and Shinobu, and how good it was to revisit and walk down memory lane with all those memories. And now we can pass this along to my kids and my kids' kids, and it's forever, forever memorialized on this video. So I'm so glad that we did it.